Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to week number 3 of the Tech High School series. My name is Flader, and with me in the cast crew, this is the wonderful Mango. Yes, I said it on purpose. It's Mango. Mango, how are you doing today?
You purposely butchered my name, but yeah, it's fantastic to be back here in the caster's booth. I know I wasn't here last week, and now I'm with a brand new co-caster as well, Flader. It's first time with you here. I'm super excited.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And Mango, we have two wonderful games ahead of us today. The first one rolling us out here is going to be Holidaysburg going up against Penn Trafford, the monsters of this league. We got Holidaysburg coming into this one with a 2-0 clean sweep up until now, and Penn Trafford at a 1-1 scoreline. And of course, both of these teams extremely capable of taking this win. Haven is going to be the map that we're going to, and Penn Trafford is going to be starting us off on the defensive side.
Yeah, and Haven again. I like to think that Penn Trafford is the better team, but so far they've won once and lost once as well, and they're currently sitting in sixth place, which is hard to believe because last season Penn Trafford was an amazing team. Especially they got M&A on the team, but maybe they just the first game of the season they're getting nervous. They're getting comfortable with the new lineup. So hopefully today they're gonna bring everything that they got.
Yeah, and absolutely, not to mention Holidaysburg, the MVP so far of this roster. We got Wee Snipes coming into
Yeah.
this one with some extremely great stats. I'm sure we can pull those up right now from last week. There we go, 28 elims,
Oof.
7 assists coming in from Wee Snipes. What a mad lad.
Yeah, and you can also see the stats: 0 plants and 0 diffuses. Like my man is on for the hunt. He don't want any team objective. He's just like, I'm here to find frags, and that's what I'm gonna do.
I am here to drink the blood of my enemies, and that is what I will continue to do here. And that is what he has done. It's going to be extremely exciting to see this team going up
Yeah.
against Penn Trafford, who, like we've already mentioned, has been one of the best teams this league and in the previous seasons as well. So here we go, game number 1, the only game between these two teams here. It is. Match number 1, once again, at the defensive side is Penn Trafford, while Holidaysburg are going to be starting us off on the offense.
Yeah, you can see M&A quarter back at it again. These two players are, I would say, they're definitely the MVP on that side, but you can't sleep on Weesnipe. Like we mentioned, we've seen their player stats, and they're definitely going to be an exciting matchup today.
It really is. And so far, let's have a quick look at the positioning of this offense here. We see most of the players focusing to establish some amount of field domination towards mid, while Penn Trafford looks to do something similar. We do see the Sage here just hanging out around Haven. We Snipes having a little bit of fun. Zero just clearing out all the closer angles here. And, Holidaysburg, they're just chilling. They do not want to push in anytime soon. Oh, this might be the first interaction. Does get spotted there over at A short, and Zero is looking for the rotation to happen. Does hear the footsteps. We see Holidaysburg slowly realizing and slowly committing to a certain site.
It's interesting to see that there are both Sage on both of these teams. Sage are definitely not a meta agent, but apparently there's no Pillow though. Peeks out, but instead it's going to be Interstellar will find the first blood onto Pillow as well, and the B side will surely crumble into the hand of Holidaysburg, and now they are the tall task of retaking the site with a man down. The heal does come out. Both heal though, so they will be topped up back to full HP.
And Frenzy do be like that sometime for the Brimstone here. V-Snipe speaking out, takes him down immediately. Now peeking out once again, Interstellar faces him, takes him down to 22 health. The Sky and the Jet, both of them still have a lot of health to work with here. Gonna be pushing in. Slowly the flash is out, and the push comes in from Quarter. He takes down one. Can he find the second? He almost does. Loki finds the trade. And with that, we're in a 3v3 here. Hello just rains down fire upon Loki, while Interstellar finds 2, leading us to a 1v2 here with Interstellar just hanging around at the side. All of the time has gone down. Zero's on the flank. He's found 1, but I believe that is just too good of a position for Jinx. And even after that dink, it's not going to be enough to take that spike down. It's going to be Holidaysburg taking the very first round.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate there. Pillow being the one who was proactive in his defender side. He peeked out. He spotted him. The crosshair was on him, but yeah, like you mentioned, the Frenzy long range, it's not going to be very effective, especially with the Ghost in return. And yeah, what a fantastic round for Interstellar. Finding 3 frags and the last, securing them that B side. And B side, it's such an incredibly difficult site to retake because you have to fight so many angles. You have to fight either side and not to mention the window as well.
Yeah, of course, it's definitely not. It's definitely one of the more difficult sites to retake on a map like Haven. But Hollidaysburg, they've got guns now, and this it seems like Garage is the place where they decided to go. Zero has no utility to work with, just a few wall that he could just pull up right now.
Oh
Oh, he's a little
no.
too late, and it doesn't stop anybody. The Garage push is true, and they're going to be pushing all the way through towards Seaside here. The Cypher, the only man alive. Jinx pulling up the Vandal on the second round, extremely confident. I like it coming in from Hollidaysburg.
I do like that though. We Snipes, however, will find the first one, spot the first enemy. The nade will go out. 22 HP left on M&A, but falls back into the safety of his teammate. Now it's going to be a 4 versus 5 retake. M&A is low HP. I don't think there's a heal for her. They will have to make do. They're going in with only classic. The Sky will pop flash, and here we go, the retake. But We Snipes will just spray them down where they stand, and 3 kills already for We Snipes. The defender can't even step foot into the Seaside for the retake. No chance, no hope, and We Snipe. What an amazing flick! With the spray as well. We'll find a quadra kill, but denied the ace by Pillow. Oh, that is such an... Oh, that is so sad for We Snipes, especially off the heels of that amazing spray as well. Should have just given him the ace.
Holding down the spray and managing to flick onto somebody's head. Not something that you see every day, and We Snipes just pulls it out like it is nothing. The most casual flick coming in from We Snipes. That too with the Spectre. Beautiful plays coming in from the offense here. The 2 rounds going to them, but the defense now got the big guns pulled. Obviously, Assault Rifles, Vandals, Phantoms pulling up from Penn Trafford, who seem to be following a pretty similar position meta here, but let's see what Hollidaysburg have to offer.
Man, but do not forget that they have a Vandal on the side of Hollidaysburg. I do like that second round buy a lot, because going into the bonus round, you're going to have a lot of firepower. You can see that Oh Hello is just holding the Seaside solo. This is going to be a very difficult hold if Hollidaysburg decide to push his side, but luckily for him, they decide to fall back. Zero just waiting inside the garage. I do not think that she has enough money to buy a wall. No, she does. Oh, there's so many players outside. She peeks out, but it's a little bit too late. As Quarter, though, will find 2 in reply, but Loki will find an end Quarter's reign. And now down to a 3v3, and B side will be the target once again. M&A will peek out a few bullets into the body of Jinx, but he will not fall. Loki will find another, and Loki on the third already, leaving Zero alone in a 1 versus 2, but her positioning is impeccable. It all comes down to the timing. I think he knows that there's a player tucked into the left corner. He will spot the barrel, but the spray does not connect, and Jinx will find the head. And Hollidaysburg manages to find the bonus round.
Oh my god, Zero had the intuition, he had the right idea as well to peek that angle. Unfortunately, the first few bullets just didn't connect, and we all know in Valorant, the first bullet accuracy, the first recoil accuracy is extremely important here. Unfortunate, but regain whatsoever. We see Hollidaysburg up by 3 now, with the economy on the defensive side not looking so good.
Yeah, you can see the power of the second round rifle buy in the hands of Jinx and M&A. She's looking to peek. Oh, she spots out a player. He does have the dash here, but somehow Jinx finds the kill onto Zero, which is behind M&A. Unfortunate. Pillow with a Bucky. Brim action. The spike will go to B side, but the timing is so unfortunate. That is so hard to watch. You gotta feel bad for Pillow. M&A, however, is on the prowl. He spots the target, but Bonsai will find the kill. You know, Sheriff against Vandal. It's not much you can do there. Hello, just trying his luck, testing his luck, and there you go, Hollidaysburg. Easy pick and flawless round to get that 4th round on to this first map.
Yeah, I can't even look to save the Stinger here in that round. It's just not worth it. All you can do is bring down the economy on the other side, and that too doesn't seem to be the case. It was a near flawless victory here coming in from Hollidaysburg for that 4th round. Now, Mango heading into the Swift 1. We see Penn Trafford. They need a little bit of a breather. It's been a while since they've taken a round. It's been a while since they've had domination on the field. So what do you change here?
I definitely think they should be playing with that Sage Wall, right? You're going to be picking Sage. Obviously, you need to play again with the Sage Wall. And there you go, Zero using the Sage Wall, but We Snipe will open the showstopper, but miss and can't connect the spray as well. A Quarter will find the first kill for the trade from Interstellar, and B-side falls again. B-side is such a hard side to hold for Pen Traffic here. They have no success in holding the side. Interstellar will find another kill as well. Pillow, he spots out one, will find ahead of Bonsai. The support from Hello will come up, but Interstellar can't hold on to the aim. Pillow will find the third as well, and there you go. Pen Trafford, the first round on Haven.
Hey, you're right about the Sage Wall. It did work out perfectly fine. I mean, the Raze could have found two with the with that rocket launcher if it were not for the Sage Wall, and it did come in clutch here for Pentravel, finding that first round after a little bit of a sweep so far, coming in from Holiday's Work with a 4-round victory. But still, economy looking pretty good for Holiday's Work, while Pentrafford are looking for a pretty decent buy here. We see 2 SMGs, I believe, coming in from Zero and a Hello, and the other guys are running with assault rifles look pretty good as well. And of course, the matter of the fact here, so many ults to work with on both sides, so easily retakeable. Most sides here, except if you want to compare B, it's just too hard.
It's gonna be a chaotic round for sure, but look at this call coming out of Holiday's Work, deciding to go to the A side. A great call if they can make it onto site in time before the reinforcement comes into play here. Quarter using this opportunity to peek and push out of mid. Oh my god, Quarter. She already got the flank. This is going to be an incredible flank, but we do see Jinx holding this. He's aware, and he made step as well. A side will fall, and Quarter is just buying time, but Jinx is playing the long game, playing the long con, waiting the patience game. The flash will come up. Perfect flash, and Quarter is so aware, checking every single angle. The Seeker is available as well. 4v4 retake. The wall will surely be broken, and Quarter is just still wreaking havoc. Finally, Snipe will end her domination, but you can see the dash goes in but can't escape Loki's ultimate. 2v2. The time is ticking down. Pen Trapper, they need to go. Snipe is holding the line.
One enemy remaining.
They try to contest Pillow. Will find one, but Snipe stands between them and victory. Zero can't find the kill, and there's no time. Holiday's Work is just running away with this round at this point. Oh no, Snipes. It's just cat and mouse at that A side.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
Yeah, some amazing plays coming in here from Snipes, and I mean, look at that. You know, he finds the first kill, and as soon as that, he realizes, okay, now this is a 1v1. I just gotta bounce. I just gotta juggle around the boxes here, make sure I'm not spotted, and waste as much time as possibly can. I did like the molly coming in from Pillow, just blocking off that A short angle. Unfortunately, it was just not enough. There was just not enough time here for them to retake that side. Still a pretty good attempt coming in from Pen Trafford, now still with almost 5 ults to work with here, so a pretty good chance in making this round theirs.
Yeah, last round Quarter had an amazing flank, but unfortunately, they just shut him down. And now again, Holidaysburg just playing patiently, not really deciding which side to hit just yet. M&A, she does pop the Blade Storm, and usually M&A is a Raze player, and somehow she switched to the Jet for Haven. Snipes will try to investigate, try to find any pick, but so far no luck. As the defender player is just tucked in behind the side, waiting for the attacker side to commit. And the Boombot will go in. Interstellar will find the first kill onto Zero, but that is just a fake, Flader, because the spike will be rotating onto the A side.
Well, do Pen Trafford realize that? It seems like Pillow does hear a little bit of the footsteps, has a bucket to work with, so his position here needs to be pretty good. Well, he does manage to make it decent enough. Get out the gun already, and yes, he does. He finds one, he finds two. Bonsai takes him down, but he's already done enough damage with that 1100 credit shotgun. Side completely in control for Holidaysburg, and Pen Trafford are in a bit of a pickle.
M&A has the Blade Storm to work with. Used 2 already, and here we go, the retake. MLO will get taken out. M&A tries and find one, but unfortunately gets traded out immediately, leaving Quarter alone. 1 versus 3, only a Frenzy to work with. They're holding every single angle. The flash will come out as well, but the spam from the Odin is just too powerful. And 6-0. Man, Holidaysburg seem to be dominating so far against Pen Trafford as well, which is very unexpected.
And to be fair, I mean, Holiday's work has been playing a wonderful series so far. In the last 2 weeks, they have done a wonderful job in dominating most of the teams that they have gone up against. So this, even though it was a challenging competition, I did see Holidaysburg posing a bit of a challenge here to Penn Trafford, who, so far, they've had flashes of brilliance, but they have not been able to retake those sites, or they've just run out of time. So Holidaysburg, they really do need to switch it up. I mean, maybe some kind of positioning change here would do the trick for them. Well, would you look at that? Okay, just finding one with the Odin here, and it's usually the other way around. We usually see the spam coming in from garage, but Loki just said, "Let me just turn the tables on you guys."
Whoa, we snipe just rush it down onto that C side. Oh my god! And the floodgate does open onto that C, and Quarter will find Jinx ultimate or run it back, send him back where he came from. Ultimate does come out, but I think that ultimate is a little bit too little, too late. Zero though on the flank. Jinx is already with that flash, but Zero will find a kill first before he even has a chance to pop that flash with the Odin, and Interstellar will end Zero's life. The wall, there's a gap. They can walk through Quarter, but can't really walk through V-Snipe's aim. And now Hello trying to fight back the showstopper again, and V-Snipe just kills himself there. A little bit of mistake.
Mego, as a race player, I can relate. This has happened before, and to be fair, it will happen again, multiple times in a row. It's just the way it is sometimes. The rocket launcher timing can be pretty goofy sometimes. You just are not able to read it in situations of those panic. But it's fine. We snipe still. Holidaysburg up by 4 currently, and the economy is looking still pretty good. But hey, Penn Trafford, victory after a few more rounds. Can they pull this back up to 6-6? That's the big question here.
Bonsai made a little bit of mistake there, because the wall, there was like a gap that they can walk through, and that's what led them to victory there. The spam again! That's twice in a row now for Holidaysburg, losing players without doing anything, and Jinx just runs it down that mid side, taking B control once again. Oh, Jinx is just absolutely dominating right now.
Excuse me?
Jinx is just going absolutely ham. Just running it down the enemy's team. Not having a care in the world. No flash needed, only aim.
Jinx has shot 3 bullets that we could see as viewers. 3 bullets to take down 3 players. How does he do it? And moreover, how possible? How do you just run in and find 3 people's head just like that? Jinx being an absolute monster there in that round.
Hey, absolutely, you're definitely right. 3 kills for Jinx, and not to mention, they have gotten 2 wallbang kills twice in a row now for Holidaysburg. Can they find the third? The trifecta. Oh, the Odin spam again. You can see the Odin in the hands of Loki, but this time though, Penn Trafford putting 3 members onto that A side. The spam will come out, but luckily for Penn Trafford this time, it will not connect, as V-Snipes try to work his way onto this garage, hoping to find someone to shoot at. As Zero is just patiently waiting behind. A little bit of a jump rope, but can't really reach it. V-Snipe continues on though. Oh, this will be an incredible kill. But V-Snipe finds the first. Will he find the second? And yes, he will. V-Snipes, the man of the hour, alongside his duo Jinx, is just wreaking havoc onto the side of Penn Trafford.
M&A here is in a pretty good position to wreak havoc towards the Holidaysburg side. Oh, it does only have a shorty to work with, but 1 frag is all it takes. Can he find it? Yes, he can. M&A gets the first. Now looking for more. Pushing in from garage. Oh, the wall bait again. Would not want to push in that exact position. Looking to make a difference here. Holidaysburg complete control of side, and time is ticking down. What do? Do you change positions? Do you go for the same angle? Porto decides for the latter here. Pillow decides otherwise. He's taken down 2-1 with Satchel as well. V-Snipes a 4K here in the 10th round.
Okay, V-Snipe definitely made up for that ultimate blunder with that Satchel kill, right? Because Satchel kills are even than like the ultimate killing yourself, I would say.
Oh yeah, most definitely. V-Snipe Snipes being an absolute legend here, taking down. I believe with that first spray that he took down Pillow, he was able to do some damage to M&A as well, and then just puts out the satchel to take
Yeah.
M&A down. 8-2 Mango here. What do you do as Ben Trafford? I mean, it seems like the first half has gone completely in favor of Holidaysburg.
Yeah, they need to stop the bleeding somehow. M&A, she tries to fight back here, trying to contest with the C main position. You can see V-Snipe just walking in without any support, but finally deciding to fall back. The spray will come out, but M&A is lucky to escape with her life there because there is so many bullets raining down on her position. But the quick rotation from Holidaysburg, all 5 member is just running toward a different side, but maybe a double fake here from Holidaysburg.
Bomb buddy out.
Well, Snipes just doesn't care. He doesn't care if somebody's around. He doesn't care if he's hurt. He just wants to push in, guns blazing. 9 bullets to his name. He still peeks out here. Doesn't manage to pick down one here. Hello is gonna trade him out, and just like that, Holidaysburg B-side is completely out of the option here. C-side, however, already under control. M&A in a pretty good position. Let's find out if he's able to take down one. Pushes out, takes down Interstellar. We got M&A taking down
No
2.
torch left.
Can she find the third? Going for the smoke diffuse. It's all about the timing. Already got half of it down. The molly doesn't connect. Oh, no half? No,
Oh, it is half.
Oh, they've done it. They've done it. They've taken the third round here. One more to take it a 4-8 scoreline. Quarter will find another one to take home. And Loki will have to go to the other round with the Odin in his hand, but no round victory.
Absolute heroic play from Hello there. Just sacrificing himself, making sure that his team has enough time to defuse the spike. It does not matter if Hellfire rained down on him. He's just gonna stick it. And an incredible heroic play, giving Pen Traffic the 3rd round. But I gotta say though, M&A definitely popped off that round. You can see that waiting inside that smoke, buying her time, and then waiting for the perfect opportunity to peek out. And there you go. But Jinx will find the first kill onto Quarter and the second onto M&A as well. Oh, not a favorable trade for Pen Trapper, as the rest does come out as well.
What's going on with Jinx? Every time he just pushes towards B side, he finds multiple players, and it's only unfortunate that we're not able to spectate him at those particular moments. But a 5v1 here with Zero being the last man alive. He will take one down, but I believe that is all he's gonna get rained down from multiple directions. Zero, what will you do? A 4v2 rather. Pillow.
Last player standing.
Gonna try to peeking out. Snipes is gonna punish him with Loki doing the exact same thing from a different direction. 3-9 is gonna be the result of the first half here with Holidaysburg only a few rounds away from victory.
Now you can see that the B site is definitely a problem area for Pen Trapper. They can't seem to hold it, or maybe it's just that the superior aim on Holidaysburg side, especially Jinx, like we mentioned. Every time this man shoots, he's always getting multi-kill. It's never a one and done. It's always, okay, he gets the first, the second bullet will always find the second target. It's incredible how he does it time and time again.
Yeah, it's just wonderful to see this team doing so good against one of the best teams from last season.
I would agree.
Continues to dominate the competition. We see Snipes, Jinx, Loki both at a double-digit scoreline, while Pen Trapper still struggle to hit that 10 kill mark. Heading into this next half, though, this could be the game changer here.
Well, every great comeback starts with a pistol round, and that's what Pen Trafford's need here. Pillow, it's going to be a C split for Pen Trafford, walking slowly, playing that contact, but the flash will come out. Bonsai guns unavailable as Pillow will take it up, but Jinx again on that C side, managing to find that 2 frag, giving his team an opportunity to clutch. The nade will come out, but it does not do any significant damage. The retake will go on. Snipe finds the first. It's going to be a 2v2 frenzy for Snipe. It's just impeccable, and Interstellar will end that round. And how did Holidaysburg retake that side with a 2 versus 3? Flader, like, it's just not possible.
It really isn't, right? But Holidaysburg, they come in every single time and tells us otherwise. It's every single time one of the players from Snipes or Jinx doing an absolute number on the opposite team. We saw Snipes here with the frenzy in his hand, pushing in. He found multiple kills, and that's all he needed to take this side to his back. And once again, Penn Trafford now in a bit of a pickle, losing the pistol round, especially in a huge deficit like this, does mean doom.
Ooh, but they're deciding to force. Oh, maybe a little bit of a half buy. You can see Stingers and Light Armor. I do like this purchase though, because they are down a lot of rounds. If they want to come back, they need to start doing something right now. And Jinx deciding not to go for the Vandal second round here. Only a Sheriff to work with. Oh, he needs precise shot, but Pillow on a wall, but Loki again.
Oh my
but
God.
this time, luckily for Loki, Pillow does not have a weapon. The judge will take him out though. Timing. The flash from Quarter, the Stinger, long range, only tags. A couple bullets onto Snipe. He's
Ooh.
incredibly low. Need to fall back and ask for a heal from the Sage player.
Holding down the side pretty well here. We see the 4 players from Penn Trafford trying to find some early frags. Jinx, however, just juggling around the boxes, trying to find some frags with the Sheriff. And he's going to back down. The wise thing to do here to continue to maintain that
Again.
1-player advantage. Make it 3. M&A pushes out. And this time, he's going to find Loki with his pants down. 4v4 with Hollidaysburg looking to make that rotation over to C side.
Oh, but the spike. I think they're going to go to the B side here. Oh,
30 seconds left.
incredible call from Penn Trafford. The judge is so effective. Close range. M&A will peek out, find the 3rd kill as well. Dash available. 3 bullets in the chamber. Decide to switch gun. Hollidaysburg stuck between a rock and a hard place. They need to make a decision to either go for the retake and clutch, or do they save? But there's nothing to save because Jinx didn't even buy a gun. Saving. There's no option to save. They need to go for it, and Quarter will find the kill onto Interstellar, and Jinx is left alone. 5 bullet left. And now the players of Penn Trafford will just run him over, and M&A will find a quarter kill to win Penn Trafford that second round. An incredible round to win because it does so much economy damage onto the enemy side as well.
Yeah, I mean, Hollidaysburg, they definitely needed, Penn Trafford, they definitely needed this round. After that pistol round loss here, the forced buy round coming in clutch here for Penn Trafford, only a 6-round deficit. So, there's still a pretty good probability of Penn Trafford making this comeback, but they have to continue this kind of domination.
I mean, it is an attacker-sided map, so maybe that's what we're seeing here. First half, Hollidaysburg is kind of dominating, but now, on the second half, a great start already for Penn Trafford.
See Zero now pushing in with that Spectre in his hand, has a spike. Bonsai this time around does not have a gun to work with, only the classic. However, that burst could do some amount of damage. Granted, the aim is there, the accuracy, however, does not match. Jinx takes the 1 down. Quarter will find the trade. Jinx on the scout takes down yet another. 20 health to his name, almost finds a 3rd, but Quarter is going to pull him out of his misery. 3v3 here, Interstellar, and the 2 remaining players off the defensive side are going to be slowly pushing in, trying to make this retake happen. However, with only classics, there is nothing you can do to stop this team like Penn Trafford. We see Snipes here with the frenzy in his hand. He's gonna peek out. Can he find Quarter? No, he can't. Quarter is looking for the ace, but Hello is gonna take down the last man here. Quarter seems to be a little disappointed, but a round win is a round win.
I mean, he is definitely hunting for that ace, screaming to his teammate right now, why didn't you give me the ace? An incredible round for Quarter as well. I mean, 4K is not too shabby. 4 kills, it's a lot of kills. And now Loki, though, back with his favorite gun, the Odin, looking to spam through the window. You can see the ping on the minimap, trying to spam that window. But luckily for Penn Trafford, they're deciding to go a different route.
That they are. We do see some presence of the offensive side over there, but Interstellar with some amazing accuracy will manage to take 1 down over at C main here. Hollidaysburg. Bit of a pickle. 5v4 as we see the offense slowly rolling towards A side with Jinx to be the only man here trying to get this defense rolling. And of course, the Jinx should be more than enough.
Oh, Pillow spots the back of Snipes, let him go, but won't let Loki pass his vision. And now Pillow is trying to chase again. Penn Trafford, though, they can't take that A side. Jinx is still somehow alive on that A side. Flader, he's doing it again. We saw on the minimap, he was only defending that side alone. But somehow, he manages to stay alive and in a great position to catch Pillow again. Flash in hand. Pillow tucked into a corner. Jinx will know, but Pillow will find a kill onto Jinx, but I think that's only a consolation prize as We Snipe will take him out of the game. And Holidaysburg have no right in winning that round, especially when there's only one defender on that A side.
Man, it's all about the timing and the positioning here coming in from Jinx, managing to stick around in an awkward position for such a long time. Penn Trafford, they expected A side to be completely empty, not a player like Jinx, not a duelist hanging around in one of the corners, and that was the element of surprise that Penn Trafford just did not expect, and that's what makes Holidaysburg such a difficult team to deal with.
And throughout that entire fight, he didn't even use his ultimate. Loki again, spamming, hoping to find a kill. But luck is not on his side this time, and a wall does come out from Bonsai to shut off the B side. Pillow, however, is dinked to 55 HP, but it's going to be M&A who finds the first kill on to Loki, who was spamming with that Odin.
Ooh, look at that quick rotation from Jinx. He manages to stay in a safe position now. As we see the offense rolling in towards Garage, Jinx is pushing in with guns blazing. He needs to be careful here, which he is. He does manage to find one. Can he stay alive for more? We Snipe stuck in the wire, and Hello is going to take him down. Holidaysburg in a bit of a pickle. So we see a 3v4 with the offense slowly rolling towards C side here, and that is where they will have control. A retake coming in from Holidaysburg now.
3-on-3 retake still doable for Holidaysburg here. However, M&A does have the Blade Storm to work with, so when she sprays a smoke, you will be sure she's going to pop that Blade Storm. But now 3v3 retake, I'm not sure how much utility there is left for Holidaysburg to try and retake here, but M&A will be aggressive and peek out, but it's going to be Bonsai who finds a kill on M&A. Now 2 members left. For Penn Trafford, they're playing the post plan. They're both on that A main position. The Molly will block Quarters from peeking. She's gonna stick it. Bonsai already got half Quarter, gets the ding, but Bonsai will find a kill. 1 man left, 1 versus 3. Amelo will find the first. The time is not there, and Holidaysburg will get that match point 12-5.
Match point.
One of the situations where playing the A main angle is just playing the C main angle, however, is just gonna work out. Penn Trafford 5-12 is the current scoreline here, a 7-round deficit. More importantly, Holidaysburg only 1 round away from victory. Penn Trafford need to pull out all the trump cards here. They need to go all out here in this game if they want to have any chance of a comeback.
Yeah, they can't afford to save. This could potentially be their last round. They need to force up everything that they have to look and try to maybe push this game further along and giving them a chance of a comeback. But you can see Hello already holding onto that orbital strike here. Maybe a fake here, because you can see his players, his teammate are working their way onto that A side. Quarter it's just slowly walking, but Jinx will find the info. The flash does come out as well. Interstellar finds 2 kill on that C side. And everyone on Penn side just falls, leaving only 1 remaining member. A 1v5 here. I mean,
oh my god, Zero's walking right into it. Oh, he's walking right in. Oh, he hits it. Oh, that is unfortunate. And he still manages to get the frag. Of course, this is the life of We Snipes right here. He just jumps around with the rocket. He jumps around with the vandal. He finds frags everywhere. Everywhere he goes, it's We Snipes and Jinx this time around who's won my heart. Jinx with those 1-taps, Mango. You gotta talk about that.
I mean, every time he peeks out B, he's always getting that multi-frag. It's actually incredible that these are just high school students and they're doing this. Imagine what they can do with like a couple more years under their belt. This is the player to look out for, and you can see the scoreline, our scoreboard, the dynamic duo We Snipes and Jinx sitting comfortably on top with 25 frags on We Snipe and 21 frags on Jinx.
Well, what a wonderful matchup here. GG's to Penn Trafford for that wonderful attempt in that second half, but the action doesn't stop here. We'll be right back with the second game of the day very soon, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second game of today. We got Forest Hills now going up against Winber. Both of these teams, Mango, sitting at a 1-0 scoreline, 3 and 4 on the stats leaderboard respectively.
Yep.
So what are we expecting?
I mean, it's going to be another action-packed game because, like we mentioned, Winber is number 3 right now, and Forest Hill is number 4 in the seedings. They're neck and neck. They both won one game. They haven't lost a single game just yet today. So today, I mean, unfortunately, there's going to be a team that's going to be coming out on top with a 2-0 record.
Yep, that is going to be the case. So one of these teams are going to be facing their very first loss of this season. And what better map than Ascent, the classic map, basically what Valorant stands for right here. Ascent, it's going to be a lot of fun.
You got it in your background as well. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, Ascent, you know, it's such a classic map. Everybody loves this map because it's such a good map. Like, there's not much like gimmicky. Like, there's no gimmick system. There's no teleporter. There's no, spinning doors. It's just good old classic aim map.
Yeah. It's going to be a pretty classic, great action coming in from Forest Hills and Winber. Once again, to talk about these two teams, I believe Forest Hills were one of the top 3 teams from the previous season. So going into this one, they do hold a bit of that advantage coming into this one. But hey, it'll all come down to how we are going to be expecting this, because we expected Ben Trafford to show up in that last game, but Hollidaysburg came out on top. So who knows?
Anything
we
could happen.
might just see another upset here.
Yeah, anything could happen here. Another Sage as well. Both team picking up that Sage. We've seen a lot of Sage so far, Flader. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe they really like the safety net that the Sage brings to the team. You can heal. You can use the wall to delay time. But yeah, definitely fallen out of favor for quite some time now. But hey, for these teams, they're definitely picking her back up.
And of course, the Viper coming in from both sides on a map like Ascent, absolutely crucial. We see the Duelist being picked up as Reyna from both sides, so that's pretty interesting to see. In terms of Initiator, we see Facepick Beast just hovering around, so each is gonna be locked in. The Sky coming in from the attacking side here, so almost pretty similar lineups coming in from both the defense and the offense, to the difference of no Brim on the attack.
Yeah, and there's 2 duelists on the attacker side as well. So I do think that they picked that comp specifically because they know that they're going to be on the attacker side first. And with 2 duelists, you're going to have that extra firepower to push onto that side.
And that is what you need, especially on a map like Ascent. We have seen Forest Hills, once again, the players to look out for. Skip Off doing an absolute wonderful job in the past few weeks, going into this one as Sage. So a bit of a battle Sage here from the defensive side. And of course, Forest Hills are going to be looking to start us off here with a bit of a classic 2-1-2, as we see Skip Off and the Reyna hanging around over at B. And this is where the action seems to be dropping in.
Yeah, that B side, you can already see the setup from Winber. No shenanigans. Just after the barrier goes down, it's going to be an insanely fast-paced play onto this B side. Skip, he needs to hold down this B side. The Viper wall will give them some cover here. No Sage wall available in that pistol round. I do think that the Sage wall is so crucial in pistol round because pistols is going to take an extremely long time to break that Sage wall.
And the quick push that we expected from Winber has suddenly slowed down, and we see the offense now slowly crawling towards mid here. Might just find Aurora, who hasn't decided to push out yet. We see the rotation coming in, and the players from Winber are now pushing in towards a shot. We see 3 of the players now already at side, gonna be getting that spike down. Strike Force takes 1 down, almost gets the second. Quincy finds the trade. FaZe Big Beast just hanging around at the top angle. Will he find one? No. Angus is going to take him down while Aurora finds the trade. He finds a pretty good position to peek out and find multiple players, but it's going to be Zeta doing the work for him, leading us to a 2v1 as we see the final player from Winber now pushing in from the heaven side, but I believe it might just be a little too late. The smoke's in control, and Zeta will find the 3K with that Sheriff headshot, and Forest Hills will take the very first round.
Yeah, that fast-paced play that we were expecting got immediately shut down with that Viper wall. I mean, that's why they're picking the Viper. So much coverage with her wall. I think Aurora was playing all the way at A short, if I'm not mistaken. And then just putting up that wall when the team needed it. And just a few utility from the Sage as well, the slow orb, to actually destroy that whole push.
Yeah, and of course, you know, pushing in from a Viper Vault, especially in a pistol round when you don't have 150 health to work with, that is what makes people uncomfortable, and that is what we have seen so far coming in from Winber. As we do see the wall trying to be destroyed here, McGarry saved by the DK. Is gonna live to see another day with that classic. Skip off is gonna stick around in that position for a little while longer here. Might want to change it up soon, as a classic burst could be coming in from any of the players. Mr. Gary just sticking around into that corner. Oh, Skipoff's gonna walk right in front of him and still manages to come out on top, as we see Winber already towards mid. Aurora is trying to pick them off one by one. Blaze finds the trade. Zeta has to have the Vandal in his hand. Can he find the spray down to the word short? Yes, he can, leaving us down to the last player, but Zeta will not leave. That is the second round win for Forest Hills.
Yeah, only losing one member in that second round as well is going to be crucial. You can see at the economy, they have so much money already. Zeta, even if he loses his life in this round, he will be able to buy another rifle into the next round. But you can see the power of the Sage Skip, just utilizing everything in his arsenal just to delay and slow down that B-side push. And man, Mr. Gary just tucked into that corner, sees a guy jumping at him, but unfortunately he doesn't really have the weaponry to take out Skip, who was just jumping in front of him.
I would love to see another initiator coming in from the Winber side. I do agree that the double duelist setup can prove to be useful sometime, but going up against a team like Forest Hills, who are known for their mechanical duels, I believe Soa would have done some good to the team. Having even a rough idea about the positioning here. I mean, look at this one. Strikeforce just hanging around with the Bucky. You have a reveal, you can at least clear that angle out, but Zeta struggling to connect here. Mr. Gary, on the other hand, is having a time of his life as he takes down one over at mid, and Winber are going to be pushing into towards A.
Well, the Trailblazer will give them some information as where Strikeforce is. Aurora will find a trade, but quickly gets taken out of the game by Quincy. Oh, he was just in the corner, but unfortunately the angle is not so favorable for him. And now leaving Skip alone. He does have a gun to work with, but man, 1 versus 4 is a tall task. He's going to go and try to retake this. No saving. 1 versus 4. All the attacker is just waiting. He will find the first onto Anjas and the second as well. Switching to a Vandal. An opportunity presents itself. As Skip finds the third. Now 1 versus 1.
Oh my god.
The wall will come out into play here.
Shit.
But quickly gets destroyed. The flash does not connect, but there's no time. He needs to go, and Quincy will secure Winber the first round. But my oh my. Skip, what an incredible show of mechanical skill there.
Oh my god. How do you pull off something like that? Skip off. I am still flabbergasted as to what we just witnessed. Doesn't manage to take the round, but that kind of showing is gotta send chills down the other team's spine.
Not only that, it gives yourself a little bit of a confidence boot as well. You know, he finds 2 kills with a Spectre and then immediately drops it for a Vandal and continues on to find another kill. But unfortunately, Quincy is just so reliable in that 1vx situation. And here we go again. Strikeforce, the only defender, onto that B-side as Space falls back. The Hunter will give away Strikeforce's position, I do think. But no, it's still tucked into his corner. No, the Trailblazer will surely find him, and Blase will end his life as well. The A side falls, and it's going to be another retake for Forest Hill. Blase opening his ultimate, but immediately gets taken out by Aurora. Skip pushes in, but the Viper wall again is such a nuisance for both sides, as Zeta will find a kill on tonight. 2 versus 3. Zeta still has a lot more targets to go through. Flash in hand, already used. Drop down will find a Gary as he is flashed, but unfortunately Winber, they hold on again. They're so good in this scrappy aim duel, and they come out on top.
My God, what a chaotic round that was in the final few moments. It just seems like both of these teams are going at it. Like one moment it would feel like Forest Hills have this retake. They're gonna get the last two players and they're gonna get the win. But no, in the snap of the fingers, Winbird just helmet back with extreme force and just take the side right back into their own hands. 2-2 is the scoreline as we see the defense now only pistols to work with, so this is gonna be a pretty difficult site to stop them from taking.
Yeah, and especially when all 5 members going to work their way to the B side. Zeta is so lucky to escape with his life there and heal from Skip as well. To top him back off, you can hear a satchel coming in. Flash already.
Enemy down.
Skip will find the first target out. However, quickly traded by Quincy. The B side has fallen. Aurora quick onto the flank though, but no gun to work with. Hiding inside the smoke, peeking out but unable to find anyone. Picking up that rifle. This could be a big opportunity as he finds the kill onto Anjas and the second as well, but Emily's traded out by Blase. 2 versus 2. Crucial round for Winbird. They cannot let this round skip. They cannot let this round go. They need to hold on. Oh, the robot will do a significant damage onto FaZe. The wall will close out a one area of attack as well. FaZe have no option but to go from the stairs. The reload will give up his position and he peeks into the loving arms of Blase. Quarter kill. And a little bit of a tactical crouch, just to let the enemy team know.
Well, Winber once again doing a great job in maintaining that streak of multiple wins here, and of course that eco round is gonna give Forest Hills the rifles that they needed. But Winber so far have done a wonderful job in making this comeback. They have the 1 round lead now, and they're in Forest Hills' head. It's gonna be difficult to predict the positioning as of right now for Winber because they've just been too unpredictable. They've just been too random with where they push. Skip off now over at mid. He does try to find one, but that's not gonna help. Mr. Gary takes him down. Zeta, can he find the trade? The question has been answered and just does go down to Zeta's incredible accuracy. Aurora will find one with the DK. Surprisingly, Zeta takes down yet another, making it a 3v2 here. Aurora covers up for him. We got 2 players, the 2 remaining players from Winber now are looking to push in towards towards a short Blase. As something else in mind here as he decides to push in towards mid, will not find anybody, and that is gonna waste some precious time here for Winber. They do have an opportunity to take B site. Let's see if Blase is gonna find this peek over to Aurora, who's been playing a very patient game here. Both of these players just sticking around at mid. They're looking for the first frag, and as soon as they find it, they're gonna push through towards the site.
Yeah, patience on both sides, but Aurora is going to be slowly pushing. But he walks into market, finding safe passage here. 35 seconds left for Winbird. They need to make a decision. A side or B side.
Left.
I don't think they need to save here because they have so much money to reinvest into the next round. You can see the nade will come out and B side is the target. Blase.
Oh no.
Oh no, he has his knife out. Aurora will find the first pick. Peeks out to get the last one as well. And Forest Hill, they fight back to get the 3-3 scoreline. Man, that was such a scrappy mid fight there. You can see that Skip, I would say that a little bit over aggressive because he does have the ultimate. When he gets taken out, that's not just his life. He eliminates the rest as well. And Zeta, however, manages to find 2 kills to bring it back into their favor there.
Yeah, it has been amazing retakes coming in from Forest Hills. Just if one falls, the other one is quick to take their place, and they managed to hold on mid pretty well, at least for that round. Let's see if they're able to do the same here. We see Winber now pushing in towards the offensive side. The Viper Wall is out. FaZe Pigbeast is looking to get some early information here for the Forest Hill sides. Winber, they're still deciding, they're still contemplating whether they want to push towards the A side here. And this is what they've done ever so often. And that is why I feel like a map split here would probably do them a little better.
You can see Mr. Gary already taking that mid position, essentially cutting the map in half for Winber. The ultimate will pop as well, and this is going to be a crucial flank if he gets the perfect timing. Aurora, though, playing this super aggressive position. He will find the first and a second as well on to Quincy, but Anches will end his reign with only a 2-kill to his name. But the advantage, the damage has been done. Forest Hill, but he needs to be careful because Mr. Gary is on the flank. He's on the hunt. No, but he's getting distracted. Mr. Gary will find the first. Nevertheless, and Knight will find the second kill on the Zeta as well, leaving Strikeforce alone in this A side, waiting. He hears the drop and the reload from Mr. Gary. Will find the positioning and peek out, will take him out, leaving Knight alone, and Strikeforce single-handedly holding down this A side.
Oh, beautiful plays coming in from Strikeforce here, just juggling around the generator. He knew that he did not want to peek out early. He waited for them to drop and just peeked out at the perfect time. Forest Hills going up by 1 round here after a bit of a continuous streak win coming in from Winbird. Now, going into this 8th round, Mengo, what do you want to see from the offensive side? Granted that we know they're on the eco.
I mean, they need to use numbers to their advantage here. Just overrun a site. Try their best to trade each other, because realistically, you can see on the minimap, there is only 2 defender on that A side. I know it's hard, but I think that's their best option here.
Does seem to be the case. Mr. Gary does have the Sheriff in his hand. Could look to take down the Viper, granted if he sticks around for a little while. Aurora, he doesn't know there's somebody towards his left. Mr. Gary takes him out of his misery, takes the Vandal and just whaps out of here. See Zeta trying to find the trade, and wow, look at that. Mr. Gary being as confident as he possibly can, just sticks around in that position, trying to be as big of a nuisance as possible. And I guess we know why, because Winber is looking to make their way towards B side.
I do like the playstyle that Mr. Gary is showing here, showing a little bit of a patience, waiting for his teammate and reinforcement, but Zeta will find a kill on to Mr. Gary, holding on to this B side. The Trailblazer will push him back into spawn, but attacker side, the offensive side, they have yet to work their way onto this B side. They're stuck outside now. Showstopper, the ultimate will come out. Skip, he needs to buy time for his teammate. He needs to find at least 1 or 2 kill. Claims the first and the second as well for Skip. Incredible performance, but Blase will finally take him out of the game. But the damage has already been done. The ultimate will come out, but it's a little bit late because the spike has already gone down. Now on to a 3 versus 2. The Seeker will come out. Blase!
Oh my god, Blase.
Just popping heads left and right. Zeta falls, leaving Strikeforce alone. 1 versus 2, it is still doable, but his position has already been given up. They know that he is here at B main, and Blase is just waiting patiently for the perfect time to peek, and another quarter kill for Blase.
Wow. You know, I'm just getting WeSnipes vibes here coming in from Blase. He peeks out, he finds multiple heads in a row, he goes back into his cover. That's what he has been doing so far. 13 kills to this guy's name. More than a 2.1 KD here coming in from the Rays of Winber. 4-4 is the scoreline. This first half has been extremely competitive.
Yeah, it's back and forth, back and forth. You can see that off that incredible round from Winber, they're able to only tie it up 4-4. That just shows how competitive and how close these two teams are in their skill. But you can see that Winber, they really love sticking together. Every round, they seem to have 4 or more members sticking together. It's just using numbers to their advantage here.
Calm before the storm. It seems like Skip-Off is going to peek out and he's going to regret his actions and just sees it coming, takes him down immediately. We got Winber at a bit of a player advantage at the moment. Ooh, Blase in a pretty good position. Strikeforce might just be able to find one here, which he does. Got to be careful from that. Hunter, he's not enough. Quengsi finds him. We're leaving Forest Hills down to the last 2 players. We got Face Pig Beast just holding out around a side. Man, I'm wondering if this is Pig B, the Rocket League professional player for Forest Hills.
Well, Quincy will make quick work of him, shooting him right from the back. Mr. Gary is gifted with a free kill on to Aurora as well. And man, Winber, you know, their playstyle is just, we stick together, and then whatever comes, we just use our numbers to our advantage, just overrun that side. And man, as a defender, when you have to spread yourself thin, that is such an incredible, like, it's such a hard tactic to deal with, you know, because there's 2 sides and you only have 5 members. So realistically, you're always going to be outnumbered when it comes to that final execution onto site.
And you know, this is exactly why we keep mentioning that a map split coming in from Winber would do them so good here. They've already been quite dominant in taking sites, but having a bit of a map split here could just do wonders. Aurora is gonna try and stop this push with the Viper ult. He has not pulled it out yet, as we see, and that's a wise decision. That's a pretty good decision coming in from Aurora, as we see Winber completely just abandoning B side, and now they're gonna be making their way towards A.
Yeah, holding his nerve there, not using that Viper's ultimate just yet. Need to make sure that they're actually coming onto site before using it. A wise decision, saving that ultimate for a later use. But then again, Mr. Gary is just lurking, and Anjas will find the first blood onto Strikeforce as well, leaving only one alone. Pigpiece on that A site, and he even can't find a kill. Mr. Gary is just destroying them at mid. Aurora will peek out, but he can't really find a kill onto Mr. Gary. It's going to be skipped. Will get that kill, and look at that. Blase from the top rope will end that round, giving Winbert the 6th round. Man, I gotta say though, every time Winbert looks like they're going to be hitting a site, they have so many options. They just, okay guys, we made noise, and then they just immediately falls back, and their rotation is so fast as well.
And you know, you have to just applaud Blase for his immaculate offensive pressure here. Wherever he pushes, without even a lot of utility in his hand, he finds those heads. It's just that kind of practice that this man has with the Vandal or the Phantom. Just something to just absolutely be impressed about. Heading into this next round here, we see Winber slowly making their way towards A side. We got the 2 defenders, the Brim and the Sova, just holding on.
No.
Mr. Gary's gonna make it 1. Blase is on the flank. He's gonna find yet another. One of the times when Blase isn't entry fragging, well, he's lurking. And that too, he is doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, and Mr. Gary is just continuing to wreak havoc with his dynamic duo. Blase, 2 for Blase, 3 for Gary. Like, it makes it so hard to tell what Winber is going to do next, because usually when you see like, all right guys, we know Blase is A, that means Mr. Gary is lurking, right? But this time they switched it up. They switched the role. Like, Forest Hill is like, oh wait a second, we see Mr. Gary here, that means there's no one lurking, right? But no, it turns out Blase is the one lurking. So it's such a hard game to read for Forest Hill. They don't know what's going to hit them.
And that's what Winber has done so far, you know, being as unpredictable as possible. And you love to see this kind of resilience on the offensive side. I mean, we just hope that Forest Hills have what it takes to stop this team on the offense. We see Mr. Gary pushing in, being traded out by Strikeforce almost immediately. So Winber don't have side control yet. However, this rocket launcher could just do it for them. Blase with that rocket does find 1. As he sticks around towards that corner for a little while longer. Skip-off is going to get that revive, gets eliminated. However, leading us into a 3v2 here as the dust settles. Sita peeking out. Nightmare gets spotted. So does Blase, but this man can do enough, even with little hush to his name. Not this time, though, as Sita takes him down. The first half ends at 7-5 with Winber up by 2.
Yeah, 5-7 scoreline is really close. Like, if Forest Hill managed to find the pistol round, it's going to be tied up 7-7. So it all comes down to the pistol round. If they're going to tie it up, or they're going to grow the lead on Wimber's side. So this pistol round is going to be even more crucial for the team. Oh, Anjas missing that smoke. I don't know if he can pick it back up there. You can see the lineup. His smoke is stuck onto the roof. I don't think he can pick it back up.
That is unfortunate.
It's stuck there. He can't pick it back up.
He'll try to make it work. Let's see him try to make it work. You know, that could just be the decider. Do we see Forest Hills taking this pistol round? We'll find out soon enough. It's Nightmare and Angus just sticking around in that position for a little while, as we see the entire defense now slowly rolling in towards B side here, while on the other hand, Skip-off has already found 1 and only 1 more to deal with. All they need is to run this clock down. 40 seconds, the time's ticking.
Anjas is still holding. I don't think they know. They're not aware that Anjas is here, but it does not matter as Quincy will find 2 kill, 2 headshots. Mr. Gary adds another one to the list. And now, Forest Hill down to 2 members only. Leaving one, a Skip alone in the backside, and Skip will find a headshot, but unfortunately Blase will just peek from a different angle and find the kill there. Man, Winber, another pistol round on their side, and 8-5 already. Forest Hill need to eco once again, and that just gives that's just gonna give Winber, they're just gonna give them the chance to grow their lead even more and start to build their economy.
There is a point to be noted here that Winber this time isn't around on the offensive side here, so there's only so much randomness you can add in from the defense. So Forest Hill still have plenty of time to make this comeback. We could see them closing in from all sides, granted as soon as they get as much information as they possibly can. However, it's gonna be tough because Winber has been known to be sneaky with their attacks and quick about them.
Oh! What is that satchel? Blase! Having a little bit too much fun here, just satcheling into 5 enemy, and he will pay for his life for that mistake. Skip trying to use the wall to block off that door, planting the spike, and they will have control of A side. 4 versus 5 retake, only Classic to work with, and Zeta will find a kill onto Anjas as well. And Forest Hill has a great chance of winning here. The flash will come out, will force Zeta to fall back just a bit, as Quincy will take this time to peek out, find a different angle, drop down, and it's going to be trades galore, but Winber won't come out on top, and Forest Hill will find a thrifty round.
Beautiful plays coming in from Forest Hill there. The much needed round win is here, and that too, once again, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, was just on pistols. So once again, Forest Hill's doing a wonderful job in taking that site by force and getting them the 6th round win. Only a 2-round deficit between these two teams. They don't have any money to work with, so there's an opportunity to bring this to 7.
I mean, Blase, a little bit overzealous with those 2 satchels. He knows that they're on eco, but that mistake led them to losing that round. And Forest Hill trying to replicate their result here. 5-man posted up onto that A main position. Skip will find a kill onto Nightbear, but they need to go quick because Mr. Gary is already on their tail with the long flank as well. Quincy will find a kill onto Strike Force. Zeta will trade it right back though. Man advantage on the side of Forest Hill. But Mr. Gary hears the footstep. Oh no, Aurora again with the flank. Upgraded weaponry for Mr. Gary. Zeta will peek out with a flash. It will end his life. And Forest Hill, they hold on. No mistakes on their side.
Only 2 live sacrifice here heading into this next round. Economy still looking pretty good for Forest Hills. Now going up against Winber, who've got guns to deal, who've got guns to go on this defensive half. Once again, Mango, this is the most crucial round between these two teams. Forest Hills, if they want to initiate this comeback, this is the final stand.
But the issue with Winber here is that they have led. Forest Hill saved up so much money. They're starting to build an economy. So even if they lose this round, they're still able to buy the next. But unlike Forest Hill, Winber, if they lose this round, they need to eco once again in a wall from Skip. But it's going to be Aurora who will find the first blood with the help of the recon as well. Man advantage again for Forest Hill. They're still trying to hit onto this B side. Mr. Gary falls down to a different position. Zeta will find a kill onto Blase. A heavy hitter for Winber down, but Mr. Gary though will find 2 in reply, and now 3 on 3. Skip does have the rest, but no opportunity to use it as Mr. Gary will find the 4th, and Anjas will end that round. Winber, they fight back.
Wow, Winber, what a wonderful retake. And once again, this was a bit of a decent buy coming in from Winber, so economy is looking pretty fine on the defensive side. Forest Hills now, like you said, they do have an economy built up, so they will be able to pull out the big guns once again here in this round. It's all the question of how do they make it work. Seems like A side is going to be the option that they're going for, and surprisingly, we see Skip Off running the operator now. What is that about?
Interesting. A Sage op as well? I mean, it makes sense because as a Sage player, you don't necessarily have to go up close and personal. You can just shoot from a distance. But this operator will have to wait a little bit longer because there is no players that's going to peek into him. Both sides just waiting on this A side. Look and see the stack, the rotation from Winber. 5-man posted up onto this A side. But Forest Hill, they're not giving up this position just yet. That Molly and Smoke will buy them a little bit of time, stopping any potential push for a few seconds.
Ooh, skip off the operator being pretty useful here. Does manage to find one not short, but he needs to realize that the res might just be coming in from Nightmare. Oh, he did. He made the wall just to stop the push. Still pretty much okay. Forest Hills as we see them now pushing in straight towards B-side. Oh, Quincy's waiting for him. Quincy's gonna take him down. It's looking for more. Zedot trades him out almost immediately. Now Winber forced to play on this retake with 4 of the players now peeking in. Blase with the stinger. He has found the player on the Vandal, surprisingly, and now leading us into a 3v3 with Angus pushing in from the main direction. Strikeforce has a Vandal in hand. What does he do with it? Just holding on this position for a little more while. All they need to do is run this clock down. But Winber, they have been good with their retakes. Aurora finds the trade, but Angus takes him down. 2v2, Aurora.
One enemy remaining.
Finds one, and just like that, it's Forest Hills holding down the side and continuing to prevail here. 8-9 is the scoreline, and this cannot get any more competitive.
I mean, Skip, you know, investment into that operator, and it paid off hugely for them. Getting that first pick on Mr. Gary is such a crucial kill, and there's no resurrection on the side of Winber as well, and they just rotated on that B side, and there's only one member holding it down on that B, and yeah, it's just like that. Forest Hill with that op buy, it was a fairly unorthodox play, but it worked out in their favor.
Mr. Gary, this position is pretty crucial here. It seems like the offense, however, decides not to go. Oh, Blase could find one. That is unfortunate. The bursts just do be like that sometimes. Mr. Gary will find one on the Sheriff there, so does get the trade. But it's about getting this side back in hand. Skip off. He doesn't even care about the flash. He finds one and make it 2. Can he get the 30? Yes, he can. Let's skip off. Absolutely dominating competition. 9-9 is the scoreline here with Forest Hills now finally all tied up.
That shot from Skip on to Mr. Gary has to be the shot of the match right there. It was over before I even know what was happening. It was just that quick. Mr. Gary using that flash to give him a little bit of safe passage to peek, but man, Skip just does not care. He just 1 bullet to the head of Mr. Gary. A timeout call coming out of Forest Hill as well. I mean, they're already winning, but deciding to time out. Maybe they're trying to talk strategy because this is going to be a buy round, a gun round from Winber.
Taking the timeout here for the offensive side, just talking strategy. Forest Hills, you know, they've made the equal and they've got the equalizer now. All they need is to talk strategy as to what to do next. How do you approach this? You've already got the equalizer. You have the economy rolling. How do you deal with Winber now? And that is what's going to be decided right here, coming in from the Forest Hills side. Once again, Winber, this is a chance to make this to make it your game again. How do you do that? It's just classic game coming in from Forest Hills. We see them pushing either going towards A side and then B towards next. It's all about getting them enclosed, making sure that the flanks are broken almost immediately. And that is just coming in with the better lurks.
Man, they have 5 ultimates to work with here for Forest Hill. Whatever side they want, they're going to take it. Aurora even having that Viper's Pit to ensure that post-plan Mr. Gary though, up close and personal, but Skip again will find a kill on Mr. Gary. Skip is just popping off right now. Nothing can stop this man. Quincy though waiting behind that wall, but deciding better not to peek out. Waiting for the dust to settle before doing anything else. 4 versus 5 retake. The wall will block him off as well, but Blase and Anja will find 2, but a trade does come out from Forest Hill. A man advantage Now Winber, only 2 members left. Skip on top of the wall, will find an easy kill on the Quincy. Spot out the head of Nightmare as well, but can't connect a shot. 1 versus 1, but Strike Force is just in the right place at the right time. Will give Forest Hill the 10th round. Again, they're leading. After so long, they are finally leading in rounds, Flader.
After so long, absolutely, and it's once again coming off of skip off. This man, the battle sage of the offensive side, pushes out, takes on multiple players at a time, no big deal, and gets the site for his team. Forest Hills has been an absolute dominant force thanks to the wonderful offense coming in from skip off, Zeta, and every single player on this offensive side. But they're still looking for the answer.
Sage is categorized as a sentinel player, but man, the way Skip is playing, we can actually call him a duelist now. Always entry fragging for his team, and look, he's doing it again, leading the charge, leading the pack onto this A side, and the call is so good. I love whoever's calling, who's ever IGLing on the side of Forest Hill, because they're always making the right call. Mr. Gary though, only a sheriff, can't find the shots. Blase will find the first kill, but Aurora will trade it right back. Mr. Gary finally gets the kill. He finds the second as well. Oh no! What happened, Forest Hill? And Strike Force caught with his pants down, and Winber off an eco. They will equalize 10-10. Such a huge mistake coming out of Forest Hill.
Thrifty.
Wow. How do you take that round, especially in eco? That's the question, and it was instantaneous. Winber just found multiple duels going their way, and they found the frags, and that is exactly what they needed. Surprisingly, Forest Hill still haven't used any of those 5 ults to take the side down, and same goes for the defensive side here. So the next few rounds are gonna be ultimate filled.
Man, Mr. Gary, before the chamber nerf, he was a chamber main. But now that the chamber is significantly nerfed, he swapped to the Reyna, and he's having an amazing time here on that Reyna. That 2 shots, I wish we could have seen what he done. Like the sheriffs, 2 tap, 2 kills. And Forest Hill, they're trying to go onto this A side again, but this time they're looking to clear out Mr. Gary first, because they know that he likes to play this A main position. The Viper wall will go down, and this will be the hit on to that A side. Mr. Gary is just waiting inside that A side. Skip off will go in. Mr. Gary will find the first and the second one as well. The dismiss. No opportunity for Skip to do anything. Quincy will find the 4th, and Zeta is the last man standing. 1 versus 5 as Arena finds the second. In a 1vx situation, Arena is what you want with that Empress pop as well. Automatic heal and the invisibility with the dismiss. Fighting 2 target now. 3 to go through. Nightmare on top. The spray does not connect, and Mr. Gary, quadra kill, holding on to that A side, not letting them in. Man, fantastic shots from Mr. Gary.
Oh, Forest Hills, you see them contemplating whether you want to push towards A side again. Yeah, you don't want to fight the Reyna. Mr. Gary bringing in the heat. 25 kills to his name. This man just waking up in the second half. We noticed him sticking around that 3rd or 4th position on the leaderboard, but the defense is where he's shining. In A side, he's managed to completely shut it down. He's going to play that exact position again, but it seems like Forest Hills want to take mid. So we see only the pistols on their hands. So taking this round is not going to be easy in Winber. They're only 2 away from victory.
Skip off again. Cosplaying as the entry fragger. The duelist is leading the charge onto this B side. But there are 3 defenders on this B side, and the Viper's Pit is going to be deployed as well. It's going to be an incredibly difficult hit, as Quincy will find the first, but immediately gets traded by Skip. Aurora will find another kill. Oh no! Aurora is left alone with the Viper's Pit. Anjas will fall to the hand of Aurora, and the Viper's Pit immediately gets destroyed. And Winber, only 2 members remaining. Mr. Gary is still alive. There's still a chance. There's still a hope for Winber. He's going in. Zeta will spam him just a little bit, but can't connect the shot just yet. Ultimate also being used, but Forest Hill spams galore. Blase, though, will jump into the loving arm of Zeta, but it does not matter. Blase now in a 1 versus 2 situation. 3 bullets left. He jumps in, finds the head of Skip as well. Blase, can he clutch the hero for Winber? But there's no time. Aurora is just gonna play the time, and a quadra kill for Aurora. And another thrifty round as well coming out of Forest Hill. Man, these two teams are neck and neck.
Wow. Just how do you take a round on with just pistols? It continues to surprise me what both of these teams are capable of. And we're at an 11-11 scoreline. There's not much to say here. All the guns, all the money is coming in from both directions. So the most crucial round is now. Forest Hills and Winber might just be the decider here. But, you know, once again, in Ecos, we've already seen what both of these teams can do. So who can say if this is going to be the decider or not?
Yeah, but this time, however, Forest Hill is going to try and fight Mr. Gary once again onto this A side. The same position, the same execute from Forest Hill. But it's going to be the same outcome though. Mr. Gary still in the same position, finds the first onto Skip. Strike Force will trade it back onto Blase. Mr. Gary finds the second. Oh no, Forest Hill, they can't step foot onto this A side. They can't fight Mr. Gary. The spike is in their control. Zeta. Ooh, what was that? Finds the headshot while blind. 2 versus 3 here. Still doable. They have plenty of time to reposition. The drone will come out from Pick Beast, trying to find some information that will help them. I really like this play, leaving Pick Beast alone on this A main and a flank as well from Zeta. 2 versus 3. They're split up. Zeta peeks and finds the head.
That is huge.
Oh, Quincy, Mr. Gary again already on the quadra kill.
Ace.
Will he get the ace? And yes, he will. Do not come to A side because this is Mr. Gary's domain.
Oh my god, Mr. Gary. If I've ever seen him, if I have never seen a more consistent player than this man, playing the exact same position every single round and managing to come out on top here. And you know, it's a challenge. It's an open challenge to the opponent team to dare to go towards A side because I'm standing right here in the same position and I will stop you again.
It's like, you know what's coming. You already know what's about to happen when they step foot onto the A side. But this time though, Skip once again so fast. Mr. Gary popping the M as will find the first as well on the Skip yet again. The entry fragger, and Mr. Gary will just spam them all down. Strike Force left alone. Sprays 2 down, but there you go. GG. Winber with an incredible win in this matchup.
Beautiful game. This was one of the best games that we have seen in quite a while here, Mango, and I'm just excited to look at the scoreline here. This man, Mr. Gary. Well, make it Master Gary, you know. Sensei Gary, because he has been an absolute legend. 34 kills to this guy's name. Blase following up shortly with 25, collectively making 59 kills alone. And winning this game at a 13-11 fashion. Mango. Hands down, one of the best duos that I've seen.
Yeah, so far, these two teams, Forest Hill and Winber, has to be the closest and the most competitive matchup that we've seen so far. And they have put up such a show as well, you know, on both sides. Zeta also popping off, Skip off also popping off as well with that entry fragging Sage, the duelist Sage, the battle Sage. But man, what an incredible game between these two. It just goes to show that it does not matter what agent you're picking. It all comes down to your confidence and your mechanical skill.
It really does. And once again, that was game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Mango, it has been a blast. I believe that is the final game of the day, and that was all the Valorant action for you this week. TEC High School Series will be back tomorrow with some amazing Rocket League action, following up with Overwatch on the very next day. So, Mango, I'm excited to cast with you again. This was one of the most exciting matches that we've seen in quite a while.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And yeah, it has been a pleasure casting with you with an incredible game as well. Such a good way to start our casting duo journey. And yeah, it was an incredible day. Thank you guys. And I guess that's it. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye bye.